welcome to round 9 of the FIM World Motorcycling Championships. We're at the German Grand Prix at the Nürburgring circuit set in the heart of the Eiffel Mountains. We don't use the old Nordschleife circuit, but we do use the new, as it's called, Nürburgring, that is 4.5 kilometres, 2.8 miles in length. This is the town of Adenau. It's about 8 kilometres away, and this is very typical of the Eiffel countryside.
Torukawa, riding the Works NSR Honda in Benetton Sports System colors, was 6th, but continues to look for that elusive first victory. Tetsuya Harada, Works Aprilia, has had hard luck on the Italian twin in spite of winning twice. On 2 occasions, the bike has failed when he seemed to be en route to a win. First in Japan, and then 2 weeks ago in Imola. He was 5th in practice. Max Biaggi was back from a frustrating trip to Japan between his win in Imola and the German Grand Prix. He went to Japan to test suspension settings with Showa technicians, but the tests were rained out. He did use a new frame, however, to qualify 4th in Germany. Loris Capirossi, Factory Aprilia, still looking for his first win since returning to the 250 class. He flirted with the pole during the final minutes of Saturday's qualifying session, but had to settle for 3rd, a half-second back.
Yeah, I am happy because today I have every guy should go more fast than yesterday, and this maybe after 20 minutes, 25 minutes, I broken my bike and I used the second bike for the last 10 minutes. And this position is a good position for me, 3rd position. It's very important as my setting working good, my tire good. I think for tomorrow it's possible to try the good race.
Ralph Waldman, Marlboro Honda, who was beaten on the last lap by Olivier Jacques at the Austrian Grand Prix, was again frustrated on home territory by the Frenchman, who robbed the German of the pole at the Nürburgring in the final lap of the 1-hour final qualifying session.
Sure, I want to win. I'm home, and I want to win this home GP. And I hope there are coming some fans more to the track, and then it's good.
Friday's qualifying session began poorly for Frenchman Olivier Jacques when he T-boned Spain's Emilio Alzamora and went down hard. But it was all smiles for the Chesterfield Tech 3 team when he took the pole, his 4th straight on Saturday.
Oui, c'était un tour très rapide.
I thought that Waldman could be faster, but I was enjoying so much using the new tyre with so much grip that I was trying my best, even when the bike was not perfect. I loved it.
Que je me suis donné à fond, même si la moto n'est pas parfaite. Je me suis fait plaisir.
Under the 250s, 25 laps for them, just 2 less than the 500 race. There's a bit damp conditions, you can see, and whilst we look at the grid, if you look underneath there on the white line, you see Irv Kanemato. He's the team boss for Max Biaggi. He's just cleaning off the paint, the water off the paintwork, shall I say, over the start line itself for his man Max Biaggi. 2nd row headed off there by Tetsuya Harada. There is Max Biaggi. He's in 4th position on that front row. Away we go, Jacques on the pole. Waldman, the local man, doesn't get too much of a good start. Looks like it is going to be Loris Capirossi, who looks like coming up in a second, but he goes all the way back to 5th position. So it's going to be Olivier Jacques. Waldman, Max Biaggi's up there. Ooh, Max Biaggi, he's in 3rd position. It's then Loris Capirossi, so it's Tetsuya Harada. Harada's up there in 3rd, almost comes into contact with Max Biaggi as he streaked, well, things about streaking past Max for 3rd, but it's Jacques who is well and truly in the lead. Over the line he comes, OJ, not Orange Juice, but Olivier Jacques. Well, he's always good for his, what we call Jackrabbit starts. There is Ralph Waldman's girlfriend in the black there. She's urging her man on, number 2, and he's in second place. So it's Jacques, Volman, Biaggi, and Tetsuya Harada. And these 4 now have been able to get away with things as we come around the last corner once more. Look at Jacques working overtime on that Honda, and there are 3 Hondas in the first 3 places as Jacques' crew watch it on the big widescreen here at the Nürburgring. And the Aprilia of Tetsuya Harada is up into 3rd place. He does just get it away from Ralph Volman as they go down into the hairpin. So it's Jacques, Max Biaggi looking up on the inside. Olivier Jacques as we come through the immensely fast right-hander. He does. Oh, look at Harada. He's going to flyer too. He's trying to take a place away, but he stays in 3rd. So it's Biaggi, Jacques, Harada and Volman. Volman, who was up there, and he led this race. And he won this race indeed last year. That's Volman's crew. That's Biaggi's crew, my apologies. They're urging him on. That's Biaggi's dad there, urging his son along on the number 1 Marlboro Kanemoto Honda. Oh, Harada's looking good on this one. Harada's up in a 2nd place. So now it's Biaggi on a Honda, Harada on an Aprilia. And then the other 2 Hondas of Jacques and Volman in 3rd and 4th place. Oh, Harada's crew, they're urging their man on. 4 laps to go, they say. When he comes over the line then, he is barreling it down to the first corner. We got one of the wild cards in the way, but he'll be showing the blue flags. And let's hope that it doesn't really explode this leading pack of 4 apart. They're going to get past him, past the back marker. Oh, Biaggi gets past, Jacques gets past too. So it's Harada still from Max Biaggi. We're in for a real grandstand finish here this afternoon, but Biaggi comes up into the lead. Max Biaggi now leads. We've got 3.5 laps to go, and that off really does unsettle Tetsuya Harada when he goes down towards the hill, because now Olivier Jacques is on alongside him and he's through. So Biaggi, Jacques, Harada, Ralph Volman, he's at the back of this group. He's seemingly out of it. That's Hervé Ponceral. He's the team boss for Olivier Jacques. And I think that expression says it all. Whew, he says, what does he need to do to get his man to the finish first? He's only ever had 2 Grand Prix wins in his life. One at Rio last year, one at Austria this year, in controversial circumstances when he was a little bit deep on the brakes with Ralph Volman. That's Kanemoto. He is the team boss for Max Biaggi. We got 2 laps to go. We've got about 9 kilometers to complete here this afternoon. It's about just over 3 miles in total. Biaggi from Jacques. This is going to be one hell of a grandstand finish. I know I've said that once before, but I mean it. That's the Aprilia crew. They're praying for their man Tetsuya Harada to get to the finish first. Oh, mamma mia, the Italians are saying Olivier Jacques up on the inside. It's chop and change every single lap here with the 250s. The German flags, though, they're flying high for their man Ralph Volman, and he could, you never know, pick up the pieces if anything else all goes wrong. That's Biaggi's crew. There's Mick Roberts holding out the pit board for Max Biaggi, who's in the lead, but Olivier Jacques looks as if he's coming up alongside, and he's through again. So we got Jacques through again into the lead from Biaggi, Tetsuya Harada and Ralph Volman. We've got about 1.5 laps to go here. Next time round, all hell will break loose as they come into the quick right-hander. Jacques leads at the moment, but look at the drive from Harada on the black number 31 Aprilia. He's trying to take a wide line to the right, and he's in the lead. Tremendous horsepower from the 250 Aprilia. It's reputedly turning out just about 100 horsepower from 250 cubic centimeters. Over the line they go. Oh, 3 abreast almost as they go over the line. Next time round, it's going to be real fun when they come over the line into the last lap. It's going to be Biaggi that leads, but Jacques is up in the 2nd place. So Harada goes from 1st to 3rd place. Hervé Ponceral, he's the team boss for Olivier Jacques. And he's saying, oh dear, how long does this race have to go on and on? We're into the last chicane. Oh, Jacques goes deep on the brakes, and he puts off Max Biaggi, but look at Harada. Harada's going to come up from 4th to 1st. They're going around all sorts of different lines around the last corner. It's going to be given a handful of gas. It's going to be Harada, but it's going to be close. It is Harada. Harada wins from Jacques and Volman. Oh, mamma mia, the Aprilia mechanics cannot believe their luck on pit wall. Mamma mia, Italy again dominant for the 3rd time in the 250s with Tetsuya Harada. Look how close the top 4 were, just over 1/10 of a second. Caparossi 5th, and then Carlo Panat on the top of the podium. He's a team boss for Harada. Best privateer was McWilliams. He was in 8th place. Panat gets a good shower. Now 7 points covering the top 3 in the championship. Biaggi, Volman and Harada.
Yes, it was unbelievable. I'm a little bit lucky. I can make maybe first place, but I was unlucky. I was outside from the two guys, and Harada was inside, so he can pass both, and I must go on the outside line. So it was a big confusion in this corner. But I have also, doing the last laps, very big problem with my rear tire or suspension, I don't know now. I have big shattering on the rear, and I lose much grip, and I cannot go really my speed that I want.
Yes, but it was very, very great race. It was so funny that I smiled under my helmet, and it was incredible. But I tried to win, and on the last lap I have a big slide, rear slide, and I can't shift my third gear. That's why I lose a gap. But I reduce it in the end, and I tried to catch Max on the braking, but it was too difficult. I tried, but I make a very big braking, and the last corner was very beautiful for us, I thought, and I finished second. It's okay.
I almost gave up and I thought I would finish fourth, but there was an incident and I could pass the guys in front of me, so I was very lucky.
前で3台なんかぶつかってたんですごいラッキーでした。